Namaste, Jai Bharat. Just a small example of the madrasa training in Pakistani society. It's a real incident that took place last 10 years, 10 years before also, which is still alive and active. There's a girl, that time 16, 17 or maybe less than 19-year-old girl by name Aisha. Her second name is just not familiar, so I don't remember. Aisha, she had something, a heart problem, and in Pakistan they put a pacemaker which was not functioning. So the ultimate solution was to transplant a heart. So the southern part, no, Bharat generally is popular for good medical care. We won't say it's one of the best in the world, but very good, very good. Some places are one among the very good places in the world. You should also take into account of the number of patients coming, etc. With so much of people, we have very good, exceptionally good medical facilities in our nation, and many of them are in the southern part of Bharat. And though of course for people traveling from Pakistan to south will have problem with languages because most people they don't normally speak Hindi. Normally means usually speak Hindi, but the people do know Hindi, and these people are trying to speak a different kind of Hindi with the mixing of Persian words in it, which calls it as Urdu, and their pronunciation also is very difficult because their pronunciation after independence in particular had gone towards a Persian soft kind of pronunciation, Farsi pronunciation. And in Bharat it is more Sanskrit oriented pronunciation. Though the language is same, it's only during the Mughal period some very smart people have changed the script from Devanagari to Farsi script to make a distinct kind of identity for exclusively for the those people exclusively. So that kind of communication. So until they speak English, there's some difficulty. Nonetheless, this girl was taken to. She was given visa. She was went to southern Bharatiya hospital, where she was seen, admitted, and they needed some 35 lakhs of rupees for the whole process plus other expenses. Now those doctors there, they took it as a responsibility upon themselves, volunteering themselves to do all the best for this girl to save her life. Now the doctors do that. They try to save. They don't care about anything else. At that time, what is in their front of their mind is to save a life. So they didn't have money, so they have contacted some charity organizations, whatever, and they have raised funds. And with their fund, the hospital, the doctors did all their job services free. All the doctors, they gave free service, and to great extent, hospital also did not charge much. So some agencies or some charitable also organizations raised fund, facilitated the surgery, and then waited for a heart. Then from Delhi, they got a slightly elderly person's heart who suffered brain death. Then that heart was brought to the hospital. Transplant was very successful. Then kept her in observation, all kinds of things. After the complete medical procedure, she of course went back to Pakistan, and now this Aisha is in hiding because of the madrasa education wisdom. The people are made to think that this girl has brought a Hindu heart in her body. Hindu heart, you must understand. A Hindu's heart who had been worshipping deities, who had been worshipping murtis, that was deities in physical form, and etc. So she is a kafir, she has no right to live, she should be killed. So ever since that time, she is somewhere in hiding. That's what I get the report. Now look at this: murtis, hiding, worshipping, all these things they taught in the madrasa as forbidden. But then I don't know. You may know it much better. What do you do in Mecca? Don't you have similar kind of idol worship? stone structure worship. We have beautiful stone carved structures in Bharat, not just the statues, but many things, so beautifully carved. And the technology what they have used in the past is not available to us anymore. We don't know what how they have done, but then they have done wonders on granite. It's there in front of us. Similar granite is there in their holy place. They also must be doing the same thing. They also do circumambulance around the place. Similar, the only thing the Hindus go clockwise and they go anti-clockwise. Similar dress like Vedic dress. Similar way of doing everything. So they also do that. And why do you make a special distinction when it comes to lower level, practicing level? So this is the result of madrasa training. This is how a society is made. This is how a society is structured and made to function in a way which no one thinks of. So it's a Hindu heart which they're against, because this man with that heart had been praying. This is a situation. So reflect upon this. If you think this is not a story. I don't tell stories except in when my children's childhood. I used to tell them stories. When I was very young, I create stories. I used to tell to my children, especially that neurosurgeon's son. I used to every day wants new stories to sleep. So otherwise, I don't tell stories. This is a real thing, which incident that took place. You can check it, cross check it, and find out how real it is with more details. My details must be limited. I am just giving information. So we shall meet again. Until we meet, Namaste, Jaya Bharat, Jai Siya Ram.